Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist here at American RV in gorgeous Grand Rapids, Michigan. Today I'm here to tell you all about the 2017 Keystone Montana 3661RL. One of the cool things about this is this has the fall changes on here, so a lot of the things you'll see here are will actually be on the 2018 Montanas. So let's go ahead and take a walk through. We'll check out all the cool new features. One of the things to notice right up front here is you do have the painted fiberglass front cap, and the front cap, one, it gives it a really great look. It also helps for insulation, helps prevent any kind of water intrusion because it wraps around the sidewall. But it's a very sleek looking cap. They did a great job. You see the LED lights here on both sides and the strip right across the top. Then in the center on the bottom here is your mirror, so that way as you're backing up you can go ahead and see the kingpin, make sure it's a straight shot in, just makes life a little easier. If you're hooking up or disconnecting at night, there's also a light right here you can turn on, which of course will give you a little bit extra visibility. Cool thing about the kingpin on the Montana, it comes with the More Ride hitch pin on here. This is phenomenal. If you haven't towed with one before, I highly recommend that you do. This basically has 3 inches of travel. It uses rubber grommets in here, goes back and forth, and that takes a lot of the bucking and chucking out, because as you're starting and stopping, that's generally when you feel it. This really helps improve your towability. If we shoot underneath right here, I went ahead and opened this up so you can just take a look right in. Nice clean storage compartment there. If you did have a generator, this is where it would go. This one is not currently prepped for it, but you can see you do have the large space right here. Battery box there off to the side and a separate disconnect. You also have this door in case you need to access that directly, makes it nice and easy, and an additional light here as well. If you take a look underneath the corner, you will see the 6-point auto level hydraulic system. This is the level up system. The auto level is phenomenal. If you haven't used it, it's another thing you will really enjoy. Makes setting up and tearing down a breeze. Just push a button, the coach will go ahead and level itself out. Takes about 2 minutes or so, but you can go ahead and pack stuff up, unpack, whatever you want to do while it is moving. Also, it does have memory, so when you're done camping, you can push the button, and again, the 3661 here will go right back to where you dropped it off at. That way you can just back your pickup right in and pick it up. Let's go ahead and take a look at the top. A lot of great things when it comes to construction on the Montana. If we start at the roof line, you'll see this has a rolled roof edge. What I mean by that is you can see the roof material, how it comes down the sidewall a little bit, has a nice large radius. That provides a couple big advantages. One, less chance for any kind of water intrusion. Again, having it come further down that sidewall, it's not just right at that edge where they when they seal it up. So that gives again, better protection from any kind of rain. The other cool thing about it is because it is a larger radius, it's not a sharp corner. If you do brush up against any kind of structure or a branch, it's less of a chance to tear that membrane open, and that's a big deal too. This is not a short RV, so as you're going down the roads and you may clip a couple branches, it's nice knowing that you have a little bit extra protection there. Right underneath that rolled roof edge is your power awning. Just touch of a button, that rolls out. Same thing to go ahead and have that roll back in. Super simple and easy to use, and it's exactly where you want it. One of the big advantages of not having a slide right here is it gives you all of your camping space. So roll awning out, you can set up your chairs right underneath here, whatever you want to do, and you'll notice right here there's an electrical outlet, so if you need to plug anything in, you can certainly do that. Underneath that power awning, you will see 2 speakers. Those are controlled by your multimedia center inside. However, it is Bluetooth capable. So again, if you want to sit out here under your awning in your chairs, you can use your smartphone or tablet, which is connected to the multimedia center via Bluetooth, and control your music from right out here. To the sides, you can take a look at the windows. Frameless windows on the Montana. Frameless windows have a couple big advantages. One, they just look a heck of a lot nicer. 2, you can keep them open while it's raining. So, the way they tilt open, they essentially tilt open like this, so that way rainwater is not getting in, but you can still get a nice breeze coming through. The other huge advantage is the seal itself is actually behind this glass, so that way it's protected from the elements, not getting beat up by UV rays. and again, you know, just has better protection, meaning that your windows will last longer. Also, every window on the 3661 RL opens. So as we're going around, when we're going inside and outside, if you see a window, you know that it will open up for you. It's not just there for looks. Then we'll move up to the front here, open this guy up. This is one of your 2 propane tanks. You have one on this side, one on the other side, 30 pounds on both for 60 pounds of propane. Then the storage here, so a couple great things. One, this is slam latch. So super easy to close, you don't have to worry about it. Of course, you can lock it up if you want to lock it up. The other cool thing is they have gone to magnets. Normally they put a strut here, which locks it out right there. Now if you have a slide up top, that is obviously what you want. That way you're not hitting your slide, you know, ripping your door off, whatever. But when you don't have a slide, the magnets make so much more sense. That way this goes all the way up, frees up all this space. And you know, if you take a look in here, you can see they have a ton of storage. So this makes it very easy. You no longer have to worry about hitting your head. You can duck right in here. Heck, you can climb in here if you want. But the reason you have so much storage in here is because this utilizes drop frame construction, which I'll show you in just a second. Quick note of what is in here. You can see electrical outlet. This is your central vac. It's where it dumps out at. A little bit further, you see your ductwork, which if your furnace is running, it does blow heat in here. And then the inverter is hidden along the top. That inverter helps run your refrigerator when you're going down the road, as this unit does have a residential refrigerator. Now, I was talking about drop frame storage. What I'm talking about, if you drop down here with me, no pun intended, you have a big I-beam that runs across. Then if you notice, this one sits lower, or drop frames. They actually drop it down, and then that runs across there. So the big advantage of that is exactly what you see. You get huge storage area here. Otherwise, your floor would be like right here. You know, it would cut it off and be a lot smaller. So I love drop frame construction. It just really lets you take a lot more stuff camping with you. I mentioned the electrical outlet there as well, so you have one inside, one outside. And then of course this right here is your entrance. So one of the big changes Montana has made is this right here. On the newer models, they're going to this more ride step system, and I'm telling you, this is one of the coolest things I've seen in the latest years. It's easy, it's economical, it's very functional. I mean, take a look. Look how sturdy that is. The steps don't move. If you have, you know, bad knees, and you know, sometimes you step on the normal steps are a little rickety, they kind of start to move a little on you. These things are solid. You know, you can walk right up them. Take a look at that. It doesn't move at all. So very cool. Also, to help you get in, you do have the easy grab handle here, which, you know, is always had. That will fold over, but again, that helps you get up the steps. You can see the feet here. It is adjustable. So if you are on different elevations, you can go ahead and move that to whatever height you want. Now you may be thinking, well, where do I store the steps? You know, these are not small steps by any means. You know, you don't have a cutout underneath anymore. Let me show you. So what you do, you open up your friction hinge door here, which is very handy. And of course, if you're not familiar with friction hinge, I'll tell you about that real quick. Big advantage of that, you don't have to tie it back, so you don't have to worry about it ripping out of the wall. You don't have a strut stopping it right here. You can go ahead and fold it all the way open. Withstands winds up to 20 miles an hour, so that way you can do whatever you want with it. Your screen right here, you know, you can go ahead and keep that shut, get a nice breeze coming through, or you can always open that up as well. But the steps right here, take a look at this. These just fold right up. Boom. That's all there is to it. They ride just like that. Then when you're going down the road, you can shut the door. Look how nice and clean that looks. You don't have a big cutout with the steps right there. That's, you know, they're super easy to put up. They're lightweight because they're aluminum steps. Then when you want to drop it back down, you see this handle right here. You can actually turn this either way, which is kind of cool. But you go ahead and turn that. That loosens these up right here on the side. Lets you drop your steps down. And that's all there is to it. It's really that simple. So I think that's definitely a great addition. And as I said, you will see that on the majority of the Montana units going forward. One of the other changes they made on all the models except for the front kitchen is this right here. This is your outside entertainment center. Again, slam latch, magnetic, lifts up just like that. You have an outside TV. The reason they're able to do this on all the models, we'll see when we go inside. They've actually switched over to a buffet style table, which is awesome. I really like them. If you watch a lot of motorhome videos, they're very prevalent in motorhomes. And when you have a buffet style table like that, it allows you to this extra space for the TV right here. So obvious reasons on the front kitchen, a little loud, sorry. Obvious reasons on the front kitchen, because that is up in the nose, where the dinette is, they're not able to fit this in. But on every other model, again, going forward, you will see this. And so it's great. Just go ahead and set up your chairs right there, and you have the entertainment center. Make our way back a little bit further. Take a look at this beautiful kitchen. You have a huge kitchen right here. A lot of great features about this too. Because they moved the TV over, it allows this to give you a lot more space. You have excellent countertop and prep space here. I love the refrigerator they've put in. Has a nice glass front there, insulated glass front. So if you want to put food out here, if you want to chill wine out here, whatever you want to do. But I think that's really cool, and you're able to see right in there. Great storage up top. Go ahead and see that right there. A light, so if you need a light at night, you can go ahead and do that. Electrical outlet here as well, and you have a cooktop. So we pull this guy out. You can take a look at that. 2-burner cooktop. This is glass. Just lift that up. This actually locks in place right here when you're ready to cook. And then, of course, the cord for it. There's a quick connect right down here. So that just attaches right over there for your propane quick connect. Or again, if you don't want to use this, if you want to hook up your own grill, you can still use that quick connect, and it'll feed off your 60-pound bottles, no problem. Let's drop down one more time. Another thing I want to show you right here on the Montana, take a look at those rims. They are gorgeous. You have your aluminum alloy rims on there. Not only do they look really nice, but also they help any kind of rust or corrosion on there. So that is a big deal. If you look in between, another thing you will see is your More Rides suspension system. So that is your 3000 suspension system on there, which gives you 3 inches of travel, which really helps take a lot of the bumps out of the road, again, giving you a better tow experience. Another big advantage that Montana has done, one of the big changes they've made, these are now G-range tires. So that's a huge deal going forward. You hear of all these stories of people having tire blowouts and tire issues. So they went ahead and put a beefier tire on there. That way you won't have that problem. Let's go ahead and move on to the back here. Covered this beautiful outside kitchen. Like I said, the propane quick connect. Now we come to the back. Right here is your rear ladder. That way if you need to climb up on the roof, you can easily do so. Fully walkable roof up there as well. It is if you don't know this, Montana has a vented attic as well, which is kind of cool. What that is basically, your roof itself has a vent. That way any moisture that gets in there doesn't get trapped. It can go ahead and escape, so it's not rotting from the inside out. But again, it's still a fully walkable roof, which is great. If you need to get up there, hang out, go ahead and do so. Large rear picture window on here too, so if you're backed up to a beautiful view, you can go ahead and enjoy that. And then right above, you can see they are prepped for a backup camera. So if you want a backup camera, it's a lot easier to go ahead and have that installed. All right, last thing I want to show you, let's head to the off-door side. We'll look at the convenience center, and then we'll head on in. One of the other things that Montana does very well is this right here. It's what they call the convenience center, where everything is essentially located here for you. You can see up top, you have a light if you have to get it anything at night. Solar prep on there as well. So if you do want solar, it's already prepped for you. All you have to do is buy the panels, go ahead and plug it in, and it will trickle charge your battery. Hot and cold faucet there for you for an outside shower. Everything you need here for winterization, your TV and satellite hookups, battery disconnect there as well, and the dumps for your tanks. The other cool thing they do, if you notice right down here, they have a tube right there for your sewer hose. That way it's nice and convenient. You don't have to walk all the way back to the bumper. Just pop it off right here, and then as you can see, it'll connect right over there. All right, that'll wrap it up for the outside. Let's go take a look at the inside. Welcome to the inside of the 2017 Keystone Montana 3661RL. This particular model is in the Java interior. So one of the things that's really striking, stands out right away about this, is the decorative beam you have going across. Gives it a great look, helps give a little bit of division. But I love that they're able to fit that in there. I think it is awesome. But while we're looking up at the ceiling, one other thing, we can talk about, you have the beautiful light fixture here, of course, ducted AC. the max air fan right there, so that gets great airflow. Open up some windows, again, as I said, all the windows open here, and that way you can get the airflow coming right through. However, the other cool thing they've done, one of the other changes they've made, is if you do want a third AC, this is actually prepped for it. So you can take that out, put in a third AC. So if you're going somewhere where it's really hot and you feel that you need it, that can be installed for you. Now right here you can see this is just nice and open. You have dual opposing slides both here in the kitchen and back in the living room space. Right over here, this is one of the changes I talked about. This is your buffet style table. So you know where this is on the outside, that of course is where your TV was housed that I showed you. But I love buffet style tables. It's as I said, you see this a lot in motorhomes. So if it's just two people, it's perfect, exactly right where it's at. Not too big, not too small. It gives you this little extra shelf space up here, so if you want to put some food up there, you can do that. Also right up here, you have your power tower. So if you need to do some work, plug in a laptop or tablet, you have that, and a couple USB ports there as well. Also on the other side, you have an additional electrical outlet there too. So no matter what chair you're sitting in, you can go ahead and do some work. Now if you have guests over for dinner and you need a little bit more space, that's not a problem. You do have two additional folding chairs. What you'll do is you just pull this right here. That will allow the table to pull out further, and in the very end there's a leaf. The leaf just pulls right out. You can see how the table kind of lifts up here, drops down, goes into place. So again, you have a huge table now, plenty of room for 4 people to sit comfortably and have a meal together. So I love that they switched to this. I think it's really cool. You know, not only does it give you a lot of versatility inside, but it also allows that entertainment center outside. Windows all the way around here as well. It lets in a lot of natural light during the day, which is great. Of course at night you have the light right here, but on the windows you will notice they have the slow rise roller shades. Again, something you often see in motorhomes with the roller shades. You know, they don't bend or break like your standard shades do. You don't have to worry about strings and, you know, tension snapping on you. They just work a lot more effectively. Also, I like the fact they went with beige, because as you can tell when they are down, it's not really dark. It helps keep it nice and bright. Let's go ahead and move a little bit into the living room area here. So in this slide right over here, you will notice your entertainment center. Front and center there is a 48-inch TV, which is perfect for this space. Very easily seen in the theater seating across the way or on the couch behind me here. I'll show you those in just a moment. Above that is your sound bar for great sound quality. Good storage all the way around. This top one right here has your multimedia center. So I did briefly talk about that when we were outside. That controls the speakers outside as well as the speakers in here. Radio, CD, and DVD player. So if you do want to watch a movie, you can go ahead and pop it in, and you can see it has your extra inputs here for any additional components, HDMI port, a couple other things there as well. And then on the sides here, again, you have storage all along the side, perfect for your DVD collection. Same thing on the other side there, and then storage down below as well. In the center is the fireplace with a beautiful brick surround. I love the fireplace in a coach. If you haven't used one before, you know, and you're kind of leery, I'm telling you, you need to try it out. It is great. Basically, it's like a big space heater. It runs off electric, so as long as you have shore power, you know, you can go ahead and run that. It's basically free heat, and it does a good job of taking the chill off in this space, especially in conjunction with the new AC. If you take a look, one of the things you won't notice is the big white box here. You have this beautiful ceiling fan, which is awesome, of course, helps airflow, but instead of having the big AC, what you have instead on the sides, you can see the air intakes. That's indicative of a quiet, cool AC. That's awesome, especially in your main living space here, because that's 30 to 35% quieter, so that way you don't have to have loud people like me yelling over the TV. You know, you can keep it at a normal volume, still have conversation. The other cool thing about this one is it has a heat pump built in. So if you're not familiar with the heat pump, that uses the AC to provide heat. That it won't work under 40 degrees. If it gets under 40, you have to, of course, use your propane. But at above 40 degrees, you can turn that on. You know, turn on your fireplace. That's all electric. Does a great job of taking the chill off in this area. And again, you don't have to use any propane for that. Then right back here, massive sofa. You know, I love this. Extremely comfortable. You can take a look. You have the padding right here, you know, the nice like pillow top style. Nice and comfortable in the back as well. The other thing I like about this is it's a tri-fold sofa. If you're not familiar with the tri-fold, it is the most comfortable type of sleeper sofa you can have in an RV. It doesn't have, like your standard pull-out beds have the big bar, and the mattress is about this thin. You wake up, you have a sore back. You won't have that with this, and it's not going to deflate like an air mattress, so very cool. Also on both sides you have shelving space, so if you have a drink or anything in your hand, you can go ahead and set that down. You also see electrical outlets on both sides, so again, if you need to plug in laptop, cell phone, whatever it may be, you can go ahead and do so. Now right across the way, this is of course our opposing slide here in the entertainment area. You have dual theater seating. Again, just like the couch, extremely comfortable. Both of these do kick up, you can recline. You'll notice right here you have some cup holders again for any drinks, and then in the center you have a place for your TV remotes. So naturally this is the best seat in the house in my opinion, because it is straight across from the 48-inch TV. So if it's just the two of you, it's probably you'll find yourself the majority of the time, but also it's perfect for conversation because the couch is nice and close. All the way around, again, big windows, so one more time I'm letting a lot of that natural light, LED lights of course right up top. Then as we move back into the kitchen space, because you have dual opposing slides in the kitchen, that allows for a center island. Now one of the other changes they've made for, as I said, the fall of 2017 going into 2018 is your countertops. If you look at the countertops on here, they're a lot cleaner lines, so it gives it more of a modern feel, a modern look, but still has, you know, because it's still light enough, it still has a residential feel. It's still a nice and warm and inviting. I really like the changes personally. I think they did an awesome job on here. The island underneath, if you take a look at the wood, they've done a lot of two-tone wood in here as well. So you have the darker surround, and then if you look up front, it's lighter. They kind of did the same thing over on the buffet table where the top is darker, lighter wood. So a lot of the tops, they did that, you know, same thing in the living room area. So I think it's really cool, great job. Plenty of storage here underneath. I'll go ahead and open some of these up for you. You have a pull-out drawer right there. Underneath, this is one of my favorite spots. Boom, trash can. You don't have to worry about where to put it. They have a dedicated spot right there for you. The other neat thing right here underneath the sink, when we open this up, you can see you have great storage space under here. Then you have this. What that's for is these guys, your sink top covers. You have these beautiful, gorgeous sink top covers. Most of the time in a high-end fifth wheel like this, you don't have a place to put them. You want to bring them with you, but you know, they're kind of in the way. So what Montana has done is they give you this little shelf right here. That way you can just set them right in there, go ahead and close the door, and you're good to go. But speaking of the sink, we can take a look at the sink here. Large double bowl undermount stainless steel sink. The one on the left is obviously much larger than the right. And I like the fact it's a big sink here because it's big enough you can fit residential size pots and pans. Also, you have the high-rise faucet. Pull out here makes it nice and easy to wash. Now one of the reasons I mentioned residential size pots and pans, not your standard camping ones, is a lot of people, you know, when you're looking to go full time, you know, Montana is generally one of the options. The cool thing that Montana does, a lot of manufacturers don't, is Montana recognizes full-time RVers and they will still honor your warranty. Most manufacturers, if they find out you're living in it full-time, they'll void your warranty saying, you know, that's not what it's built for. So keep that in mind. If you are thinking about going full-time, Montana is definitely an excellent choice. Right over here, great storage. You can see that has a shelf built in. Storage up top above the microwave. Stainless steel here. Not only is this a microwave, this is a convection oven as well. Very large, 30-inch, so it's huge, oversized. If you want to, you know, fit a Thanksgiving turkey in there, you can. I like convection ovens because they're easy to clean. You know, they don't put out near the heat that your standard oven does either, and they actually cook faster. And then again, beautiful countertops here. You can see the electrical outlet and you have the nice backsplash. So in my opinion, it's a great place, like a coffee bar or something right there. Really whatever you want. Of course, you can always use it for prep space too. And then your cooktop cover. So once again, they eliminated, you know, where am I going to put your cooktop cover? Not a problem. It is on hinges. It folds right up just like that. Super simple and easy. Folds up out of the way. Kind of doubles as a backsplash because, you know, your solid surface there is pretty easy to clean. 3-burner Atwood cooktop. They have the stainless top on it as well as the stainless front, which is cool because most manufacturers use black up here. Also, the front burner is high output, and then there's great flame control in the Atwood too. I've used them several times while cooking, and I really do enjoy it. Underneath here is your oven, so if you need to do any kind of baking, there you go. And then right here is an extra pull-out drawer. Now, the other thing, if you take a look right over here, you can see a nice bank of drawers here, very large drawers, bank of 4 drawers. This is actually for the refrigerator. This is for travel. I'll show you in a second, but it basically screws in right there. These keeps all the doors shut so they don't fly open on you. But excellent drawer space, as I mentioned, bank of 4 there. You can see you can fit everything you want and more. But let's move over to the refrigerator. Stainless steel residential Samsung refrigerator. Because this is a residential refrigerator, it does run off of electric only. So what it has, I showed you underneath when we were outside, that inverter. So when you're going down the road, this basically runs off the inverter, so that way your battery power will essentially keep everything in here nice and cold. But beautiful as far as looks. It has a ton of room in here, great size and capacity. You can see this freezer down below. You can go ahead and open that guy up. Ice maker there as well. So that way, if you need to make any kind of drinks on a hot day, not a problem. You have all the ice you need. Wouldn't be complete without a pantry, right? No issues whatsoever. Take a look at that. Huge pantry space right here. So a ton of extra storage. I love this floor plan, this layout. I think they just did a knockout job. One of the changes they did make, on this panel and these ones here, you have the frosted glass, but they now have this like decorative woodwork on here. So it gives it, again, just a nice residential feel to it. Some of those minor aesthetic changes really make a big difference in a coach. Again, additional storage here. Your backsplash, solid surface countertops, another plug-in. So, if you didn't want a coffee maker there, you can put it here. Or, if you want to set up a margarita bar or something like that, you can always plug a blender in right there. 2 more drawers here. And then underneath, as we open these guys up, this side here is storage, but if you take a look on this side, this is your central vac system. So you take your hose, plug it in right there, you can vacuum up whatever you want, and then underneath is a toe kick. If you're not familiar with that, think of like a hair salon. So what you do is you sweep up all your dirt, because everything in here is linoleum, you don't have carpet, with the exception of the slides, but you just go ahead and sweep that all up, just kick this guy up with your toe, sweep it in there, then when you're done, you just kick it right back down. So super simple and easy to use, definitely very cool. All right, that'll pretty much wrap it up for this downstairs area. As we head up the steps, you can see right here you have this nice railing. Control panel will be right here tucked away. But let's go ahead and take a look at the bathroom, and then we will take a look at the bedroom. The bathroom of the Montana 3661 features a pivot door. This is really cool because that really allows you to enter from either way. A lot of your manufacturers, what they'll do is they have a swing door, and it's either going to block you from the bedroom or block you from your main living space. With the pivot door, it does not matter. You can see here, either way you want to, you have plenty of room to come right in. So, a little bit tougher to shoot, but if we take a look, right down here is your toilet. It is a porcelain toilet, foot flush lever there as well. Plenty of room. I'll go ahead and sit on here for you so you can see you have enough leg room. I'm a bigger guy. It is a little tighter up top, but a lot of it's because this pivot door is kind of in my way too. Over to the side here, you can see your linen closet. Great room there. Plenty of room for all of your towels, all your other bathroom goodies you're going to need. And then right over here is your shower. One-piece shower in here, so residential style. You have a seat in there as well. Excellent shelving space. You can see your hand wand here with a shower bar. This is pretty cool too. That way you can adjust the height of it so it's not fixed. If you're a little bit shorter, you can go ahead and move this down. Tri-slide glass door on here, and right up top you will see the skylight. So the reason I like this, I'm about 6 foot. I have plenty of room anyway, but the skylight, if you are a taller person, gives you even more room and lets in a lot of natural light during the day. Also, right up here on the ceiling, you will see your max air fan. It's not just a little small standard fan, so that way when you're done showering, turn that guy on and quickly suck the moisture out. Right over here is your mirrored medicine cabinet, LED light storage behind the mirror there. And then down here below is your sink top and vanity. Again, solid surface countertops, molded in bowl too. That's really cool because it's less chance for any kind of leaks. It's a very clean look, and it's easier to clean for maintenance. You don't have to worry about, you know, stuff getting stuck in there. Underneath here, you can see you have some additional storage, and then right there is your toilet paper holder. The bedroom of the 3661 has a king size bed. This is great because it allows plenty of room for you both to sleep here without elbowing each other in the middle of the night, and it's a comfortable mattress. If you take a look, this is the iRelax sleep system. It's a nice memory foam on here. That way, you know, when you're spending the money on a luxury RV like this, you don't have to go out and automatically buy a new mattress. If you take a look at the headboard, you have a beautiful leather headboard there. It's as functional as it is stylish because you can obviously sit up against it, use it to read a book, and you have LED lights in the top of the slide there too. Windows on both sides, again with a slow rise shades, and electrical outlets right above your shelf. So if you need to charge a cell phone, you can go ahead and do that. You have the shelf for a glass of water, the cubby holes down the side here, and right over here you'll notice an electrical outlet. So if you do have a CPAP machine, you can go ahead and plug that in. The other cool thing, check out all the extra storage. Very easy to access. You can see it is strut assisted. Now it looks a little full right now because, well, it is. There's a bunch of literature and stuff in here, as well as your 2 foldable chairs. But again, this is very easy to get into. Just take a look right up here. Move up into the nose of the RV. This is your wardrobe space. So you can see you have a hanging rod across the top, plenty of room there, an electrical outlet in there as well. Great shelving on the top here, great room. Then down below you have huge space for shoe rack. Also on this other side, where this wall is right here, you do have a shoe rack going all along here too. So that way, you know, if you want to go ahead and line that up with shoes, you can certainly do that as well. Now if you want washer and dryer, that's not a problem. Right over here is where it would go. You can see your washer dryer prep is hooked up right there. Of course, if you don't want it, you have great shelving space here, excellent storage, additional hanging space there. So it is a versatile space. You know, they do it this way because not everyone wants washer dryer, but again, if you are one that does, you have a great place for it. Window right here at the foot of the bed, and also you have a TV. So if you want to watch a show before bed, you can do that. It's framed out really nicely, has a great look to it. Electrical outlet here too. So if you do want any kind of auxiliary equipment, you know, DVD player, whatever you have, you can go ahead and plug that in. Also right down here you have 2 additional drawers. Last but not least, if you take a look at the ceiling, once again you will notice you don't have the big white box here. That is because this also has the quiet cool, so that way as you're going to sleep, you know, it doesn't sound like there's a hurricane above your head. The other change they've made is right over here. This is the WineGuard Razor antenna, which will help get you more HD channels. All right, folks, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Again, this is a 2017 Keystone, Montana 3661 RL. As I said, this is a fall model, so it does have a lot of the changes you'll see in 2018. They definitely made some great changes. I really love what they've done. The buffet style dinette I think is great. The countertop changes are wonderful, and I love this floor plan. If you're looking to go full time or thinking about spending a lot of time in an RV, this is one you need to check out. If you do have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave those in the section below, or you can always give myself, Ian Baker, a call here at American RV. If you're looking for or if you have particular questions on the specs of this unit, or if you're looking for price and availability, I recommend you visit our website, which is AmericanRV.com, for the most up-to-date information. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you'll be one of the first to see all the latest and greatest from us here at American RV. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and I can't wait to see you on the road to freedom.